Hi, this is a miniature pot-bellied pig bred from the Leavitt Lines. She's a purebred. She's about 2.5 years old. She's halfway into her pregnancy. She's about 20%, I would guess, overfed by the jowls. She would normally weigh about 18 pounds. She's like... Sometimes the pigs come out with a blue eye. It's just in the lines. And all of them are black and white. She's from our breeding herd. We just pulled her out to show you today so you can see exactly what one of these look like. This is a purebred line. There aren't any purebred lines anymore. I mean, you'd have to go to find an indigenous pig like this, you'd have to go to mountainous Vietnam because they've been crossbred everywhere. It's very hard to find. They're too small to breed and to eat, so they just are not bred. She's from registered stock, originally brought in by Keith Leavitt, coming through Texas. A lot of the registries, or all the registries now that are on there, they take unregistered stock too. So it's right now the registration is too crazy. They can't find purebred. So you know, when you look at a pig that people say it's a purebred Vietnamese pot-bellied pig, chances are it's not. You know, it's just not. They aren't out there anymore, unless they're grabbing them from Thailand or mountainous Vietnam. And you can ask any zoo collector. It's been documented. Even Vietnam is looking at the amount left of their indigenous pigs. They've been just bred out. There originally were 14 subtypes, and I think they were able to locate about 4 or 5 of them genetically. They were trying to isolate them, but... So, this is Leavitt stock. Her adults at 18 to 35 pounds, 12 to 14 inches to here, 17 to 21 in her body length. There's a variation we found. They kind of come out in 2 size classes. Kind of a small that we kind of call a nano, and then a regular size, which would be like a 35-pound adult. When we breed them, we overfeed them. As you can see, they shouldn't really have jowls. They should look like a feral pig, like a peccary. They shouldn't be fat and bulbous at all, like a dog more. Very agile, very fast. They are like having a little dog, except they have the toilet habits of a cat. They use a litter box right away, and they're an herbivore, you know, so you can feed them, you can base their diet on grains, which we do. We use oats for the adults, oats and Timothy hay, and chemical-free. They come out to the correct weight. If you add anything with chemicals, they're very sensitive to chemicals to make them heavy, so anything that's in pelletized, you got to be suspect that it's got something, because to make things organic is very expensive nowadays. So it's easier just to buy oats and hay. Or, you know, if you're at home, you can feed them brown rice and a veggie, you know, like kale or something nutritious. And very easy to take, very mellow animals. Make great pets. This little girl was hand-raised and then put back into the herd. So we were able to pull her out and see how she is, and she hasn't been handled other than, you know, veterinary care and feeding. We haven't been taking her out or keeping her in the house with us. So, you know, this attests to the temperament of these pigs. Even our intact boars, they don't go after us like other pig breeds. They have a very gentle temperament. It's even documented with Vietnamese farmers when they tried to introduce larger pigs for production. They complained because they weren't as docile as the pigs they're used to. They had to crate them. They couldn't leave them roaming. They're just not. The temperament is genetic, and it's important with a pet. So she's an example of overfed. When you get one as a pet and you neuter and spay them, they don't get heavy because they're neutered and spayed, so they deal with the hormonal fluctuations the female does. And they're odorless, because there are odors with intact animals for breeding, but those are gone when they're neutered and spayed. So this is coming to you from Waimanalo in Hawaii. There you go.